Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to head over to our browser and get certain properties that are useful in writing JavaScript programs. Now, particularly, we are going to look at the storage portion of the window. What is the window? The window is the browser itself when it's executed. It's an open browser. The document is the HTML page that runs within a session in a window. We have to distinguish between the document and the window itself, because the document is part of the HTML page that is rendered. The window is part of the browser. It's independent from the server. Now, there are three properties that can be used for storing variables in the window. It's called local storage, session storage, and cookies. In this video, we are going to demonstrate how local storage and session storage can be used. And we will have another video for the manipulation and storage of cookies. So, what is local storage? Local storage is that property of the window that will allow you to save key and value pairs, which means that you can have a key such as name and the value of John, okay? A key of color and the value of red. Okay? The same thing is true with session storage. It's also a storage property which will allow you key value pairs. Okay? However, they're stored in different locations. And the main difference being, the local storage always stays with the browser, even if you open or close it. The next time you open it, the local storage will still be there. Not unless they are removed or changed by the application, the JavaScript application that runs on the web page. However, the session storage is different because it's temporary. It's only there when the session or the tab is still running. When you close the tab, all the session storages related to the tab will be gone. Okay. Now let me create a program that will have two inputs, no? That will ask for a key and then a value, and then we'll have two buttons which will store it to the local storage, and the other button which will store it to the session storage. Now, if you look at the documentation, no, there are certain methods that can be used to manipulate both local and session storage. No? So, set item key is the use to store a value to the storage, and then to retrieve the value you use local storage get item, follow it with pass it with a key, and then you can remove an item by using remove item method. Okay, and you can clear by saying dot clear. The same functions exist in session storage. You have set item, get item, remove item, and clear. There are those methods that are used to manipulate values that you store in either the local storage or the session storage. Now, I have two copies of the web page running. Let me refresh both of them. Okay, and then let's try adding to the local storage first. Let me add a name, okay, and a value John. Okay, and store it to the local storage. Now I have my console open so that I can look at my local storage by typing local storage right there and then. So I have a local storage with a name with a value of John. Okay, do you follow? Now in my other session, what will happen if I will have a name with a key of color, okay, and a value of blue, and I'll store it to local storage. Okay, so let's look at the local storage. So I now have two key value pairs, a name John and a color blue, and the length of my local storage is 2. Let me head over to my other session and look for the local storage again. You see, we have the same values. Okay, we have the name John and the color blue. Now, what if, for example, if I will change the key name from John to Peter and store it back to the local storage? Okay, let me check on this session. Let's call local storage, and you see the name has changed to Peter, but the color is still blue. If you head over to the second session, the different copy, and look for the storage. That's the same change has also taken effect, which means the name has been changed to Peter. This illustrates the point that the local storage is shared among all the sessions in a browser. Okay? The window local storage is used or shared among all browsers, or rather sessions in a browser. Now, for example, let us shape. Let me have another key which is shape, shall we say circle, and let me store it to session storage. Okay. If you look at the local storage, it doesn't have the key shape. Okay, but it does. If you look at if you look it from the session storage, we have the key shape, and it has a value circle. Okay. Let's head over to our local session. Okay, and then let's look for the session storage. This is the first session. Remember, look at that. We don't have the shape key, which means that it has a different set of session variables. Now, if we attempt to change the key, for example, shape, and I will make it a square, okay, and store it to the session storage. Okay, let's find out what the session storage is. So the shape, the session storage has a key shape with a value of square. Let's look at the the session storage of our second session. It still has the shape, but it's circle. No? It has the key, so which means that they have two separate copies. Okay, and however, okay, if you close this, let me close this window and then open it again. Okay, with Google Chrome, like this, twice. And let me view inspect the console, and then look for the local storage. Okay. Now maybe I have cleared. Let me check. No, because I have cleared. It's supposed to stay there. Okay. Yes, because I have cleared the local storage. Let me do that again by commenting this. Okay, then refreshing this too. Okay, let me add name and the value of John. Add to local storage, and let me have color with the value of blue. Add to local storage. Let's inspect the console and then get the session, the local storage. Okay, so it has the name John, the color blue. And let's close this and then open this twice. Okay. And let's look for the uh, local storage. You see, it's still there. Okay, the color blue and the name John, even if we have closed our browser. Okay, so I hope that brings my point. No? The Windows property that can be used to store values like local storage and session storage. And I hope you distinguish the difference. Local storage is a Windows property that will store values permanently even if you close the browser. It will be still present when you open the browser again, not unless it is removed or cleared by a JavaScript. Session storage is a set of storage that is temporary, that is only present when the tab is open. And each session or each tab in a browser will have a separate copy of session storage variables. I hope you see the point. Now, in the next video, I'm going to show you a problem using nested uh, modals, and how the problem can be resolved using session variables. Thanks for watching and see you next time.